Hi, my name is Fatima Ramos. I am 19 years old and I study law at the Universidad Autónoma de Nuevo León. And in this video, I am going to introduce myself and talk a little bit about me and my hobbies. Well, during high school, I studied a technical career called Audiovisual Applications, where I learned how to use illustration and drawing programs. And I have been working in this field for 2 years now, and I really enjoy what I learned during high school. Near the end of high school, I also discovered that I really enjoy reading, especially poetry and novels written by women. I like stories about social issues that raise awareness about what is happening in the world. I believe storytelling is a medium through which we can change the way we live as a society. Some of my favorite writers are Virginia Woolf, Isabel Allende, and Rosario Castellanos. Right now, I'm reading a novel called La Mujer de los Sueños by Sara Sefcovic, a Mexican writer. It tells the story of a housewife who feels trapped in her duties as a mother and as a wife, and under the pressure of being a perfect woman. She starts reading stories about women from different parts of the world and different cultures, and she becomes so immersed in these stories, feeling like she almost escapes from her reality. And she wishes the real world could be like the novels she reads, like full of love, nature, poetry. And I still haven't finished this book, but I'm currently loving it. And well, because of all these books I have read during the years, I realized that many things are connected to law, sociology, and philosophy. And I also read Franz Kafka, a Czech writer who studied and worked as a lawyer. His stories also made me think about society and the human condition. Another thing I really enjoy doing is watching movies. One of my favorite movies is Little Miss Sunshine. What makes it special to me is that it talks about the love of life and the people around you, even in an unfair world full of standards. In one part of the movie, they talk about Marcel Proust, a French writer who lived through many failures in his life. However, later, he became very successful and one of the greatest writers after Shakespeare. And well, what Proust says is that those failures made him the person he became in the future. And another thing that I really enjoy is going to the beach and breathing fresh air and listening to the sound of the ocean. It reminds me of a phrase I once read, and it says that this is how they told me heaven will be: endless water flowing everywhere. I think that is exactly how the beach feels to me. And well, I have learned English mostly through books and movies, and I have never studied English like in an academic way, so sometimes I forget words or I don't know how to make a sentence correctly, like grammatically correctly. However, I always try to do my best. And for my career, I really like studying law, but sometimes it can be really difficult to learn so many concepts. But I try to find the positive side and keep learning. So far, I really enjoy civil law and criminal law, and in the future I would like to work in the government, but I also want to keep learning about different subjects and exploring new areas beyond law. And well, that will be all for this video. Thanks for watching.